Okay. Hello YouTube, this is Denoxkun Anime Review 7s again. Gonna review MAGI, The Labyrinth of Magic, Episode 6. This episode had it was really good. I liked the episode, but a lot of the parts in this episode really pissed me off. Let's get started, shall we? This episode is all about slavery, and all focus on Morgiana. Which, like I said last week, I was really looking forward to this episode because we got to see Morgiana's backstory in some ways. I'm pretty sure they skipped a lot of things from the manga, so I know I'm going to read the manga eventually because they have a lot more information. You know how fast-paced MAGI is. So it starts off, this girl that appeared at the beginning of the manga. If you guys read the manga, that is Layla. The girl with, kind of like the Alibaba kind of hairstyle. By the way, Alibaba didn't even show up in this episode, but oh well, that doesn't matter. Next episode will definitely show up. So, like I'm saying, yeah, Layla and her friend that I don't know her name. I forgot because I read the manga, but I don't know. It wasn't really mentioned that well. And she was with Morgiana because Morgiana was helping these two out from being saved. They never showed how Morgiana saved these two girls, how they met or anything like that. I'm pretty sure the manga also did as well. So, Morgiana was really proud. It's good that she's free now and everything. But she still has bad dreams for Jamil. I'm starting to hate this guy even more. I even thought he's dead, but still. You see a flashback of Jamil whipping Morgiana. And you know how it was kind of drastic because you see Morgiana with all these scars on all over her body in the past. And she was just a little girl. And there was even a flashback when she was sold in an auction. Maybe in the manga also have her like she was completely naked in front of sick men. Sick men that are pedophiles. That wants to take little cute innocent slave girls for their amusement. And that time I know that Jamil won the bet and he bid on the highest price and he got Morgiana. And he was, she was in chains and everything, holy crap. And and then Jamil was saying to her, as long as you're in chains you can't escape. Oh yeah, by the way, before this Morgiana, you could see like there's still scar stain on her ankles. Those mark that the shackles has left her, because she's been shackled completely for 7 years. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. It's around that number of years she was in chains and she never got free from it. Seriously, this is bullcrap. And you know what else is bullcrap? We see another slave owner. Fatima. Yep, another bastard in this series that I hate so much. He actually had lipstick. He's a guy, of course. Long hair, lipstick, trying to act feminine or whatever. Fuck you, man. F you. He was pulling the chains with 4 slaves in chains on their hands and their feet and on their neck, and they're like and they're all like helpless, defenseless. Oh my god, seriously. It's getting close to being to the slavery I see in One Piece, and that was really bad. But this is competing with One Piece slavery. It's really that bad, seriously. Anyways, after we see like Morgiana and Layla, he saw Fatima taking the 4 slaves with him, and he's like a slave trader. He's a slave trader. He's not really a slave owner like Jamil was. He's just like pretty much with his band of thieves. They kidnap people, they put them in chains, and they become slaves. And then they sell these slaves in the auction. And then, they sell to the slave owner. That's pretty much how this whole slave industry works in this time in MAGI. Okay, what else pissed me off in this episode? Okay, there was something really good that happened in this episode that I really own it for Morgiana. Morgiana, you can't mess with her. Seriously, Morgiana, after she was with Layla and her friend, they were in bed after she had another nightmare from this Jamil bastard. Yeah, that she couldn't go to Babad because they were surrounded by thieves or something like that. And, they had to find another way because Babad, is a trail to get to her hometown. I think she's part of the fairness. I think it starts with the F. I forgot, but seriously, yeah, she's like one of those. She belongs to one of those warrior tribes, and she has really strong legs. And you know what she did with the band of thieves? She was acting all Luffy in this episode, kinda, but Luffy in a serious tone, because she just barged in there like no one's business, with a lot of thieves at night. Like they were in a fortress. Fatima was in a fortress where they have all the slaves, captives, and all that stuff. Yeah, and then one of the thieves stood up to Morgiana, and because Morgiana was saying, "I want you all to leave right now because if not, things are I'm gonna have to force you to leave." And everybody was all laughing and stuff, thinking, "Oh my God, a little girl is threatening us, big ugly man with our thieves, and we no one messes with us." Morgiana punched that guy in the guts, and then everyone else got up with swords and everything, and they all attacked Morgiana, and then Morgiana blood shed and all that stuff. Yeah, pretty much beat up all the thieves. But then there was the crow afterwards, and by surprise he scratched her, I think her neck or something. Yeah, around there. But it's not ordinary scratch. It's actually a poison scratch, because she met up with Fatima and everything with the crow, and then she felt dizzy, Morgiana, and then she fainted. And then she took in as a slave again. And then we see a little girl with Morgiana. And she was all scared and everything, but she didn't know what a slave was, because I think she was at the most 5 years old, this girl. Well, this is what pissed me off in this episode the most. It was what they did to this little girl. I know that everything came out good in the end, but still, I can't hold my rage. So basically, Morgiana told this little girl, I'm sorry I forgot her name too, but yeah, she told him what a slave's all about. They take the slaves. I explained everything already. And they go to the slave auction. They strip them naked. Even little girls. The fuck, man. Even little girls. I won't understand if they're like adults, but little girls stripping them naked in front of thousands of sick men. And what really happened afterwards? She had a fever the next day. And then you know what this stupid bastard did, Fatima? Because she was so weak, she fed it to the lions. She tied her up in ropes, and he was like playing with her emotions, putting her down so the lions could eat her. They almost got her feet, but she pulled up. They missed. And then Morgiana was getting pissed off, and she was all tight in chains and everything, and she couldn't do much, but she remembered something. And Gotas was in her flashback, saying to Morgiana, you have a power that can break these chains. I mean, seriously, how can Morgiana be able to break these chains before? She has really strong legs. She could have break the chain like ease. She broke those chains in her hands like ease this episode. Why she never did in her legs when she was with this Jamil bastard? She could have beat Jamil. Jamil's a weak coward. He's stupid, seriously. Morgiana could have beat him. She was just kind of scared and kind of like, I don't know what she was gonna do and stuff like that, and it's legal for slavery and stuff like that. And then Morgiana broke out after she remembers, because she was thrown to the floor and the lions were about to eat her alive, and that's when Morgiana ticked off. She snapped, and she got down and she beat all the tigers. That was pretty epic there. And then she freed that little girl. And then Fatima, he released more big giant tigers to attack Morgiana, and then the little girl got scared, but Morgiana told her Don't get scared. I'm gonna protect you. I promise. Then she charges through those beating white animals just like in the opening. It was epic. Don't mess with her. Not anymore. But seriously, Jamil, Fatima, hate list. Yeah, I'm gonna put Fatima on my hate list pretty soon. Okay, I'm being old Bankai 922 here, anyways. So after that, Morgiana went towards Fatima. Fatima was all scared towards her. You know, he realized that she, you can't mess with her. And then, Morgiana just said, "Just give me the keys. I'm gonna free all the slaves." He spared his life, of course. I think she should have beat him up before doing that. Maybe not kill him, but beat him up so get what he deserves. Because just by trying to kill the little girl alone really pissed me off. I mean, I wouldn't be so as pissed off if there were adults. It would have been sad too. But a little girl, come on, this is horse crap, man. And I'm not gonna be surprised if there's gonna be more slave traders and slave owners in this anime. Yeah, I'm gonna be prepared to rage at them. So they freed all the slaves, and what I really got shocked in this episode, guess who was among all these slaves? Aladdin. What? That really made my day. That really made my episode. Aladdin and yeah, he was a slave too, but apparently, you say the reason why he was caught because he slipped over something, or I don't know. Yeah, Aladdin and Morgiana, they defeated everybody else in that slave market, and Aladdin using his Ugo genie and without the head and all that stuff, and that's pretty much solves all that problem. It seems that Aladdin is also heading to Babad because the person that he was fighting was not in the town that he was. So Morgiana and Aladdin are officially going to travel together. So eventually they're going to meet up with Alibaba next episode. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah. So what I think about this episode, a mixture of super awesome and a bunch of rage, a bunch of... You feel sorry for many of these slaves, like I said. And it made me really nervous what they're doing to these people. Because slaves are not treated good, that's for sure. But all these slaves are free now, so made me happy, made me calm down a little bit. But I literally was going to throw a tantrum, seriously, watching this episode. Because of all the abuse. Yeah, I know that it does not match slave market, but it's getting close. Because, they don't show any hentai or anything, thank God. But still. But at the same time, I roleplay with slaves and I'm a master, but I really do not mistreat my slaves in roleplaying. I'm okay with slave and master relationship as long as, both sides are happy with each other. Like, if one of them is not happy with each other, I gladly let them go as a master, That's like my little gist of it, because many people roleplay like that. I am not going to get more into detail with that, but, this episode, really good. Feel sorry for the little girl, but, everything went well, so it doesn't matter anymore. So, now Aladdin and Morgiana are going to travel to Babad, and they're going to have quite a journey. Hope that this anime lasts long, because, like I said, may not last too long because of how fast-paced it is. Take care. Bye-bye.